What's up, everybody? This is Scott from LetToMetal.com, and it's time to enter another contest. This one's going to be for and here's some very technical, the vinyl show. Like that? That was some pretty tech stuff right there. It's for the Vinyl Show's Punk Rock Christmas contest, and he basically wanted people to show a just some, maybe some vinyl, some kind of musical memorabilia, something like that. Had to do with punk, and tell a little story about it. And well, for me that was a little tough because I am metalhead. Have been a metalhead since I was a kid, hard rock and metal, and I do like some punk. I have been to quite a few shows, but I just really couldn't think of anything. And the other thing he said is he'd kind of like people to show maybe some stuff that is not so mainstream. So a lot of stuff I'm into, the Ramones. I've seen the Ramones several times. They were from, my home area, the East Coast, and so that was kind of the first thing I thought of. Matter of fact, I even, one of my favorite memories of when I was a teenager was my wife and I helped raise my niece, and one of our favorite songs we sang together when she was just, 1-2 years old was Sheena is a Punk Rocker. Her and I sang that song constantly, so, but, that's pretty mainstream as far as punk goes. So, but then I remembered, a band called Crash Dog, and my story's not all that interesting, except for the fact that, it was one of Ultimatum's earlier shows, which, Ultimatum was my band. Ultimatum was formed in '92. I joined the band in January of '93, and by 1994 we were playing shows constantly. And one of the shows we played was called Hardcore '94 with a band called Crash Dog. And I was somewhat familiar with Crash Dog before this time. They were a they came out of the Jacuza, or the Jesus People USA Church out in Chicago area, and they, from what I understand, that the Jacuza Church helps a lot of homeless people and helps people get off drugs. And supposedly they're a very mobile church, and they're constantly out helping people, And Crash Dog is part of that. So, like any punk band, the lyrics do a lot of social issues, and but unlike a lot of punk bands, they take more of a Christian approach. So I thought I'd show Crash Dog, and this album's called Humane Society, and I believe this is their second album. They had like 7, I believe. This one came out in 1989, 1990. I should look before I started the video off, but I believe it was 1990. And this album contains one of my favorite songs by them, and it's called Bloody Lane, and it's playing behind me right now, if you can hear it. And you gotta love a punk song with a perfect timing. Excuse me, sorry about that. Anyhow, Crash Dog. So yeah, so Ultimatum opened for Crash Dog, and this is actually got the ticket stuff from that show too. It was Hardcore '94, Crash Dog, another punk band called The Clergy, who actually didn't end up making that show. Their car broke down. Jesus Freaks, which were an late '80s, early '90s thrash band, and of course Ultimatum opened up the show. And yeah, Spike Nard was the singer for Crash Dog, and what can I say? I just, not an interesting story. We played a show with them. We got to meet him. We hung out with him. We had dinner with him. Real nice guys. Talk politics, talk music, and been a fan of that band ever since. And yeah, that's it. That's my story. I know. Like, could you tell us something a little more interesting? Not when it comes to punk. Sorry, but I did want to enter, the vinyl show. I did want to enter the vinyl show's contest, and it was the only thing I could think of, because my exposure to punk is pretty minimal. So yeah, I had some DRI too. Could have said that one. Oh, anyhow, that's it for now. God bless. Stay strong.